I'm going to call the October 28, 2021 Daviess County Fiscal Court meeting to order. Commissioner Wathen, would you lead us in a prayer and a pledge?
Yes, please pray with me. Dear God, our Father, thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed on this great country. Please protect our military, our deputies, and our police from harm's way. Bless all of our employees and their families. We ask that you keep us close to you, close enough to you that we may all spend all of eternity with you. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner, and once again I want to welcome everyone to our October 28, 2021 Daviess County Fiscal Court meeting. Jenny, are you ready?
Item 1, consideration for presentation. A, proclaim November 2021 as Diabetes Awareness Month.
Commissioner Castlin, would you read the proclamation?
I will. Whereas diabetes is a serious, incurable disease which can be associated with complications that threaten both length and quality of life, including blindness, heart disease, kidney failure, stroke, and amputations. And whereas an estimated 34 million adult Americans are diabetic, including over 450,000 Kentuckians, plus an estimated 112,000 Kentuckians who are undiagnosed. And whereas over 315,000 adult Kentuckians are diagnosed as pre-diabetic, but there are thousands more who go undiagnosed. And whereas in Kentucky, diabetes is the 6th leading cause of death by disease, and nationwide, it has the 4th highest mortality rate. And whereas annually, diabetes costs Kentucky over $5 billion in medical expenditures and lost work and wages, and whereas an increase in community awareness of risk factors and symptoms related to all stages of diabetes, as well as evidence-based interventions that can improve outcomes and quality of life among those with and at risk for diabetes, can increase the likelihood that they will seek out education, support, and treatment early in the course of the disease. And whereas structured lifestyle changes and programs such as the National Diabetes Prevention Program have been proven to prevent or delay type 2 diabetes in adults with prediabetes, and accredited, recognized diabetes management education and support programs that support appropriate self-care and behavior change strategies critical to managing diabetes have been shown to improve diabetes outcomes. Now, therefore, Daviess County Judge Executive Al Mattingly does hereby proclaim November 2021 as Diabetes Awareness Month in Daviess County and urges all citizens to help fight this disease and its life-threatening complications by increasing awareness of the risk factors for diabetes, making healthy lifestyle choices, and by providing care and treatment for those living with diabetes. Presented in Daviess County, Kentucky, this 28th day of October 2021.
Thank you, Commissioner. And a lady was in the office today, I think, Jenny, and picked this proclamation up already.
Yes, sir.
Just a comment or two. Diabetes is relatively common, if not really common, in Kentucky. 13.3% of all adults in our Commonwealth have diabetes. That was based on 2019 statistics. Let's put it in numbers that you really understand. 464,000 individuals had diabetes. 18% of Medicaid payouts were in regard to diabetes. 9% of the Kentucky Employees Health Plan because of diabetes. 2,864 children under the age of 19 covered by Medicaid had diabetes, and 282 children, for a total of 3,146 kids had diabetes. Diabetes can occur spontaneously during pregnancy, and that's why it's important for women who are of childbearing age, keep an eye out. 17% of the diabetes cases in Kentucky occur in eastern Kentucky. And that's kind of important. 12% in non-Appalachia, Kentucky. In the end, $453 million are paid out for hospital stays by folks who are diabetic. Diabetes is manageable and can be preventable, particularly type 2 diabetes. That's why you need to watch your weight, watch blood pressure, watch all those things, because diabetes is people with diabetes end up with heart issues, vision issues, and many people that had diabetes that I know of, friends and folks, have lost limbs as a result of diabetes. So it's extremely important that you keep an eye on it, that you have in your blood test every year, that you test for blood sugar levels. And if you want more information, go to Kentucky Public Health's website, and they will tell you more information than you ever wanted to know. Commissioners, thank you very much. Jenny, next item.
Item 2, consideration for approval, A, minutes of the October 14th, 2021 Daviess County Fiscal Court meeting.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion second. Commissioners have all had a copy of the minutes for some time. Any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
B, all claims for all departments.
Move to approve.
Second.
Again, I have a motion and second. Commissioners, you've all had a copy of the bills due and payable by Daviess County Fiscal Court. Do you have any questions of the treasurer at this time? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
C, award the following RFQ 14-2021, 6 sets of turnout gear. Bid 9-2021, Spay Neuter Clinic Project. Bid number 33-2021, 1 new excavator. Bid number 34-2021, 1 new fuel truck. Bid number 35-2021, bullet-resistant vests.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion and second. Jordan, you know the drill. If you will go through each bid, pause for a while for any questions or comments. And while I'm thinking about it, folks, this meeting's being carried live on Facebook. You have the opportunity to either text us or type in a question. I think the phone number to call a question in is there. We will certainly try to answer any comments or questions. And we'll even make an allowance for questions or comments that come in a little late, because I think we're on a 30-second time delay, somewhere around there. So if you have a question or comment, go ahead and get it into us. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yes, sir. Beginning with RFQ 14-2021, this quote is for the replacement of 6 sets of turnout gear for the Daviess County Fire Department. We received 3 responsive quotes ranging from $16,705 to $16,937.40, and recommend pursuing the lowest quote submitted by Fire Department Service and Supply in the amount of $16,705. These are budgeted replacements to meet national standards. There are no exceptions, and I would recommend approval.
Commissioners, questions or comments? Jordan, have these folks been the ones that have gotten these bids in the past, or is it just vary from? I'm assuming that there are only certain people who can provide the gear.
Yes.
Okay.
And these have typically gotten in the past.
These have
FBSAS.
typically been the ones. Okay. Next item.
Bid number 9-2021. This bid is for the construction of the Spay Neuter Clinic as an addition to the existing animal shelter. We received 4 bids ranging from $579,118 to $661,875, and recommend award to the lowest and best evaluated bid submitted by QNS Enterprises, LLC, in the amount of $579,118. This is a budgeted project. There are no exceptions, and I would recommend approval.
Commissioners, questions or comments?
I'm just curious, there's on each one of the bids, there is an expected completion date. And I know I've heard of some of our contractors and developers here in Daviess County having trouble getting materials for construction. Do these folks not foresee any problems or?
We have a provision in there to review anything that is lengthened by COVID, but otherwise our liquidated damages will apply if they go beyond that date.
Okay, very good, thank you.
So you do have liquidated damages
Yes, sir.
in this bid, finally. Next item.
Bid number 33, 2021. This bid is for the provision of one new hydraulic excavator for the landfill that will be used in the construction of the new cell. We received 5 bids and recommend award to the best evaluated bid submitted by Herb Equipment for the 2021 John Deere 350 GLC unit in the amount of $319,890. You will note there are 3 bids lower than our recommendation. All 3 of the lower bids had exceptions outside what we deem acceptable for this particular unit. They either fell short of the specifications in areas critical to the required functionality of the machine, or they had no adequate references for their unit's performance and conditions akin to our landfill, and none had a local position for parts and service. This is a budgeted item. The recommendation has no exceptions, and I would recommend approval.
Questions, comments? Next item.
34, 2021, this bid is for the provision of a new fuel truck for the West Davis County landfill. We received 3 bids ranging from $111,485 to $142,842, and recommend award to the best evaluated bid submitted by Elliott Machine Works for the 2023 Freightliner 2000 GFT unit in the amount of $142,485. You'll note there's 1 bid lower than the recommendation. The low bid was actually a used 2016 unit with no warranty that was in complete exception to our specifications for a new unit. This was a budgeted item. The recommendation has no exceptions, and I would recommend approval.
Questions, comments? Last item.
Bid 35, 2021, this bid is for the provision of up to 71 ballistic vests for the Davis County Detention Center. We received 4 bids ranging from a unit bid price of $570 to $698.07 per vest, and recommend the best evaluated bid of Siegel's uniforms for the FMS2 Armor Express ballistic vest with Blauer 8780 XP outer vest carriers in the amount of $575 per unit, with a not-to-exceed price at a maximum of 71 vests of $40,825. You will note there is 1 bid lower than the recommendation. While reviewing this bid, the jailer and his staff found that the recommended bid had a higher quality carrier that would provide greater comfort and functionality to the correctional officers for a small differential of $5 per unit. It should also be noted this expense will be covered in full by LEPP funding. The recommendation has no exceptions, and I would recommend approval.
Question or comment? I'm surprised no one commented that if they need bulletproof vests in the jail, we're doing a poor job checking the prisoners when they come in. Jordan, any comment or questions back there? Okay, if there are no other comment or questions by the commission, all those in favor of accepting the bids and recommendations as presented, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
D, hire Jason Hawkins and Michael Reed as Road Department utility laborers effective upon successful completion of pre-employment screenings.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion second. Commissioners, these are all replacements, I think, right, Mark? No addition, just replacements. One of them is replacing a position where the gentleman moved on by promotion, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Okay. All right, any question or comment? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
E, hire Kenneth Duke as Road Department Service Tech effective upon successful completion of pre-employment screening.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion and second. I believe this one, Mark, is replacing someone who retired. Is that correct? It's a replacement.
It's an existing.
It's an additional replacement, okay. Any question or comment? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Next item.
F, second reading of KOC A.100.02, 2021, Budget Amendment Number 2.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Mr. Hendricks?
This is the second budget amendment for this fiscal year. This particular one is for a $75,000 parks grant. As we stated before, this was not budgeted because we had believed that the grant would be received and expended in the prior fiscal year. It didn't make it, so that's all going to be done in this year, so we need to amend the budget. And we've got it approved to form and classification by DLG, so this will be the final approval. I recommend that you approve it. Thank you.
And I didn't hear, I'm sure that you had said this is a amendment for $75,000 covering the grant, right? Okay. Question or comment? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Jordan, have we had anything yet? Okay. Next item, Jenny.
Item 3, consideration for discussion, A, other business to be brought before the Daviess County Fiscal Court. I'm not aware of any.
I'm not aware of any.
B, public comments.
This is a time during a meeting when normally we would invite the public to step forward, identify themselves, and they would be welcome to speak on anything other than what is on the agenda. I will, using my discretion, allow any comment to be texted or sent in, phoned in during the rest of the agenda until we reach the final item. So next item, Jenny.
C, comments by Daviess Fiscal Court.
Commissioner Caslen,
Pass.
Commissioner Wathen,
Pass.
Commissioner Koger.
Pass.
Well, I'm not going to pass. Jordan, tell us how much that auction brought in. If you recall all those rotten items that we talked about up here and people busted us on for sending them off. It was, we expected 35,000, was it 79,000?
$78,000.
$78,000. So that wasn't bad. I was out there that day, wonderful day for an auction, and some people bought bargains, they think. Commissioners, we are all going to a reception for a couple of retiring, you caught that one, didn't you? They think. We are going to retirement celebration of Susie Harris and Jeff Carpenter, who served on the Owensboro Health Board. They are retiring. They're at the end of, I think each of them served 3 terms. They did a wonderful job, particularly Susie Harris, our appointment. Jeff was the chair of that board for probably 5 years anyway. So I wanted to wish them happy retirement from the board and thank them for the service they did. Commissioners, I've talked with each of you. We received an application for our silo busting grant. Now, what people don't understand, that grant, we put $50,000 in House Bill 202 money every year, and we can award that grant to multiple groups in the community to come in and work together for a common cause. And we've had an application for it, not prepared to talk about it or even vote on it at this meeting, but we'll probably bring it up at the next meeting. Happy day, 25.2 cases of COVID per 100,000. We hit that point last week, and then we kind of trended back up. We're in the right direction. I would suggest to the commission that if we get down below 25 by the next meeting, that we will open the courthouse back up to the press, allow them to attend, and we will open it up by appointment to people representing groups of people if they want to speak on particular issues. We'll probably put some kind of a limit on that. I don't think we have a problem doing that, Claude. You would call Jenny and make an appointment and tell her what you want to talk about. That way we can kind of control. We don't want 20 people in here talking about the same issue. You're absolutely welcome to give us each calls, the 20 people, and talk to us or send us emails. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm looking forward to having people out there to step up to the mic and lambast us over some issue.
So we're almost in the yellow.
We are 0.2 of a point away from being in the orange. No, we'll be in the orange. In the past, it was the yellow. We were in the yellow, but I think that the way this thing is going, I think we'll be okay. I wanted to remind people that we received a grant of $200,000 from DLG for utilities, water and wastewater. All that has finally been resolved, and Audubon area will start taking applications for that money on the 1st of November, next Monday. I had a conversation with them. Everything is in place. Finally, after, Jim, 10 months we've been working on this. I would tell you, and Daviess County is the first county in the Commonwealth to make this available to their citizens, but it's taken me 10 months to get $200,000. It was well worth it, though. The last item, last week, we had a Daviess County citizen pass away. A long and storied history, John William Lanham. He was 96 years old, just shy of his 97th birthday. He was from Knoxville. John was a very prayerful gentleman with a devotion to the Holy Rosary. He prayed it every day, always put God first in his life and his family. He was an old-time fiddler and an avid fiddle player of old-time music. Charlie, did he ever clog with you?
He did not.
I think Randy is his grandson, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
Randy
Yeah.
Barry,
He was a member of St. William's Parish, a Kentucky colonel, served 24 years as a Knoxville volunteer firefighter, president of Knoxville Lions Club, Knights of Columbus, World War II veteran, so you'll make sure to get him on our list to remember him. I find this interesting, served in the jail ministry and was a recipient of the Sophia Award in 2003. Sophia Award is presented to a Catholic in Western Kentucky diocese who exemplifies the life of Jesus Christ. He's a member of St. Vincent de Paul and on the board of Bishop Seneca Home. Survivors include 3 sons, William Lanham, Charlie Lanham, Marty Lanham, 3 daughters, Carolyn, Joyce, and Paula. I see where Joyce is married to a Dennis Birch. Dennis Birch, we had a Dennis Birch work for me in my private business, I bet 40 years ago, from Whitesville. I wonder if it's the same Dennis. If you're listening, Dennis, contact me. We'll talk about old times. Grandchildren in particular, and I don't want to leave anybody off, but Randy, who is with Randy Lanham Fiddlers and Cloggers, that has made Charlie's a pro.
That's Barry's the clogger.
Is he the
fiddler.
okay.
Yes.
And then Brian works for Daviess County Fiscal Court at the transfer station. And Brian, particularly, I think he lost his dad a month or so ago, and now his grandfather. So we want to send, number one, we want to send our thanks to Mr. Lanham, our heavenly thanks for all his service to our community, and our condolences on behalf of the Daviess County Fiscal Court and all the citizens of Daviess County on the loss of their father, grandfather, brother, and clogger and fiddler extraordinaire. That's all I have. Next item, Jenny.
That's it.
No, turn it over.
Oh,
We got
I'm
one
sorry.
more.
Yes. D, enter into closed session for KRS 61.810. 1B, deliberations on the future acquisition or sale of real property by a public agency, but only when publicity would be likely to affect the value of a specific piece of property to be acquired for public use or sold by a public agency.
Move to approve.
I have a motion second. All those in favor of going into closed session signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion passes. No action will be taken, so we won't come back out, and we will take no action. I'd like to have Claude and Jim and Sherry and David Smith from staff in with us.